Good morning students, welcome to Geography Academy. In the last class, we had studied about the 6-figure grid reference. In today's class, we are going to study about the contours and the contour interval. In the syllabus, we have to learn about the definition of contour and the contour interval. Along with that, we need to have an idea on the identification of landforms which are marked by the contours. For example, the steep slopes, gentle slope, hill, valley, ridge, and water divide and escarpment as well. Not only this, in today's video, we are also going to cover the topics based on triangulated height, spot height, benchmark, relative height or relative depth. So dear students, at first we need to know what are contour lines. They are imaginary lines drawn on the map. In this map, you can see it is depicted in brown. And these are the lines joining all the points or places having the same height above the mean sea level. Thus, we can say that the contour lines mark points of equal elevation. Now, suppose this is our mean sea level, and from here, if we have a lateral view, supposing we have a landform which looks like this. This landform has got its own individual height, and these heights are demarcated through the brown color in your topographical map, and this particular part is the aerial view. Now in this map you can see that we have one thick brown color line and there are thin lines as well. The thick lines are our index contour and the thin lines are our contour line. Now for example, let us see what is contour interval. We have this contour line where it is marked as 200 here, and this line has got the value of 300. So what is the difference between the lines in between 200 and 300? So if this line is 200, we can consider this one to be 220. This is 240. Then comes this one which is 260. Then comes this line which is 280, and then we get the 300, right? So what is the difference between this line? This is 20. Now the value will be in meters. Why? Because we calculate all the values in meter with reference to the mean sea level. This is for your topo sheet. The contour interval of this area is also 20 meter. So students, let us now learn the definition of the contour interval. So this contour interval is the difference in height or vertical distance between two successive contour lines. Students, make sure that you write two successive contour lines. So basically it is the difference between this two contour line. This is known as what? Contour interval. And in your given topo sheet, the one which you are going to solve for your Icse, the contour interval is fixed, that is 20 meters. So just keep this in mind that your contour interval, the value is 20 meters. So I hope students, the contour interval is clear to you. Now we shall cover our next topic, that is the slopes. In this topic, we are going to learn about how to identify the steep slope and gentle slope by directly looking into your contour patterns. Now in this given picture, you can see we have two different types of slopes. I mean the contour lines, right? In this first diagram, you can see that one part of this region has got what kind of slope? Gentle slope. Why so? Because it is widely spaced. On the opposite side, you can see here we have a very narrow, or we can say that the contours are very closely spaced. That is why it is steep slope. So here we can see closely spaced contour. So hereby we can understand that overall this part has got a very steep slope this side because here the contours are very closely spaced. And here we have a widely spaced contour line, that is why we are getting comparatively gentle slope. But in this picture you can see this slope is much more gentler compared to the first diagram, right? Why so? Because here all this gap is very wider compared to the first picture, right? So here we are getting the widely spaced contour. As a result, we are getting what kind of slope? Gentle slope. So students, we have to keep one thing in mind. First of all, slopes. We have learnt over here about the slopes. One is the steep slope, another is the gentle slope. When we have a very steep slope, that means the contours will be closely spaced. And under gentle slope, the contour lines will have or will be widely spaced. For example, this one, we have a very closely spaced contour here, so our slope will be somewhat like this. Here we have a very steep slope and here we have a gentle one because of this gap. And here the slope will almost look gentle from both the sides. So I hope students, this point is clear to you how to identify the steep slope and the gentle slope by only looking at your contour interval on the given topographical map.